and stuff, and now he's just this sad little broken man that gets bossed around by a 10-year-old little girl. And there's a disconnect there that they're not showing you that is obviously implied, and I don't know, like, ah, oh, so loud. It's just,
I haven't watched it yet.
I've liked it so far, but I can get behind what Dan's saying in terms of
it's
just
just
they're
like
not making solid decisions. That's fair.
I like the aesthetic.
It's
like
cyberpunky. I like the cyberpunkiness of it.
I like the third sister chick that everybody hates. I think she can be a cool character, but she makes dumb decisions just like everybody else in this fucking show because nobody's smart at all.
Justin, you're enjoying the show so far, right?
Yeah, it's popcorn Star Wars. You know what I mean? I can turn my brain off and just watch it. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It takes an extra brain turning off for me. Like this,
Sure.
This has jumps of logic like the last Chainsaw Massacre had. Like in my opinion, like it's just like, why don't you do this? It's much simpler, you know. But like I like that Vader shows up, and then
that Vader part was my favorite part of the show so far.
It was cool. Close your ears, Jason. But when he puts Kenobi in the fire and he's like, oh, this will just be the beginning of your suffering. Then like one of his guards gets shot. And he's like, well, I guess we're done with that then. Bye. It's like what the hell just happened there? Like,
total disregard of human life normally, but that guy got shot. So we're in
just like walking through, breaking necks and throwing people against walls like it's nothing. But man, you shoot one of his nameless stormtroopers and he's just like, well, screw it, going home now.
I was gonna choke you later anyway.
Yeah. Like, this is the dude you've been looking for how many years, and you just give it up.
Yeah.
Oh no, some fire that I just put there
I started.
I don't get it. I don't know.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back with talks about Fanboy Expo, Stranger Things, and playing a game that I picked up at Fanboy Expo. So we will be right back with this theme song that Dan hopes we change very, very soon. Don't worry, I'm not planning on making you listen to the whole thing. We are live. It is Sunday morning. It is 12:01, and you're hanging out with the Three Geeks podcast. Yes, there's three.
Technically, it's Sunday afternoon.
A lot more. Yeah. 1 minute into Sunday afternoon.
There you go.
That's fair, man. We have actually been running a 3-person show for quite some time, off and on, more so than we have before.
Yeah,
we've all gotten lives, so we are actually interchanging. So fascinating. We went to Fanboy Expo last week, Dan and I, and I gotta say, it's one of the better cons I've been to in a long time. I wouldn't put it up there with Horror Hound, but it definitely has an old school con feel to it. I mean, even so, the fact that they pretty much the biggest stars are all from the 80s, which I absolutely love that in Comic Cons.
I mean, that's all cool. I did like the lack of every stall having pop figures. Like there's a little more variety. You know, you had like old toys and new toys and, you know, just random stuff that people made, which was cool. There was some more artists. There were a lot of celebrities. not like because we used to go into Wizard World and they're not around, but this feels nicer. It feels less like we're a bunch of corporate entities here to suck away all your money.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it was nice seeing the celebrities actually at their tables, pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I interviewed Olivia Hack from Avatar, Star Wars, Clone Wars, and she played Cindy Brady in what I believe is one of the most underrated pieces of spoofy movies, and that is the Brady Bunch movie. So she was awesome, and we got some cool other interviews coming along the way. Dave Foley was another one, and Sean Patrick Flannery finally told John that he was unprepared and unprofessional, and that just made my month. So happy.
Good stuff.
John is like the most professional and prepared person I know. um, we saw a fascinating comic book, which I'm not going to get into here, but you go check out the PVD Cast update number 2, and you can find out all about it there. But I was taken aback for sure that that comic book exists, and it was a fun show. We had a nice little lunch
Yeah.
after. Dan, did you end up picking anything up during your last walk?
Not really. I got more of the little the bootleg Lego figures that I like, and a couple posters actually,
Oh, cool.
and that's it.
I wanted to get a
Nothing
couple.
like huge or anything. I just got I got a Godzilla and an Akira poster. So if Max ever comes over to do Animaniacs again, he can bitch and moan and cry about it.
Nice. So yeah, no, the con was great. I hope they come back a second year, and I hope a
Yeah,
lot more people show up because there was not a lot of people
yeah,
at this con
That's
at
unfortunate.
all shopping. Which
that
yeah,
was
it
the
was
bad
unfortunate.
thing.
Mhm.
There really wasn't much of a crowd.
I think
Were you guys were there every day, right? So you could really get a good feel for the crowds that were there. Like was like you know what I mean? Jason was there Friday, right?
I was there Friday,
Yeah,
Saturday. Dan was there
Like
Saturday. I
between the
don't
two of
think
you, I
yeah,
mean, like not at the same
yeah,
time.
yeah.
but yeah, no, it was fun. I highly recommend going if they do it here next year. I hope they do. I hope they give Ohio a second chance, and I hope that the people go out more in droves because it's getting good positive feedback. So,
Mhm.
Good.
some of the people that more of the big budgeted cons have kind of driven away. Hopefully, this will drag them back and have fun.
That's cool.
But I checked out Fear Street. I'm on 3 in the trilogy. I haven't finished it yet, but
Oh, the series.
yeah, the R.L. Stein thing.
Yeah, yeah. It's really good.
I was really surprised. The first episode started in the mall, and I'm
I
like,
thought I said that months ago, but
I think you did.
I couldn't remember. And then yeah, the mall part, I'm like, oh my god, like the acting was not great in that
yeah.
sequence at the beginning, but it doesn't matter because those characters are gone pretty quickly. So
Wait till they go back in time.
I done the second one, the camp. I love freaking slashers at camp.
No. Wait till they go back in time. But
Oh,
no, I started watching that with absolutely no expectations a couple
yeah,
months ago, and it's actually pretty damn good for what it is. I mean, I was happily enthralled for 3 episodes. So
yeah, it's fun. It was fun. Um, did anybody watch Stranger Things?
Yeah.
no,
I
Did you
mean,
like it,
if
Justin?
I did, I mean, yeah, it's the villain is very Freddy Krueger esque. That's all I'll say. So if you enjoy Freddy Krueger type stuff, you're gonna like that. He even makes an appearance in one of the episodes.
yeah,
Well, the actor.
yeah.
Yeah. Paul Reiser. I never thought I'd say Paul Reiser was like a good actor, but he was pretty good in this so far. And
Oh, come
no,
on
Paul
now.
Reiser's one of those guys. Like I liked Mad About You at the time it was on, but like I have no interest in going back and rewatching it. Like
Mhm.
everything I've ever seen of Paul Reiser's is always like
Okay.
that was fun. That was fascinating. It was funny. I laughed a couple times, but you never like want to just jump in and revisit it. But I think Stranger
No.
Things season 4 is my favorite because
It's
it's
very
got
fun.
a lot of horror callbacks. It is definitely one that's influenced this series as a whole, but especially in this latest season. And I like where they're going. I like that the ambition that Netflix allowed the series to have for this new season because each episode was over $30 million in budget,
I
and
mean, it shows. I mean, all the different CGI level stuff they were
yeah,
doing. It's crazy.
somebody give Millie Bobby Brown an Emmy because she is really good at what she does. For as young as she is, like she is going to be a big star one day, more so than she is now.
Yeah, just keep her away from Drake.
We'll see.
I think she
But
wants to stay away from Drake as well.
tell me if I'm wrong, but Paul Reiser is the dude from Aliens, right? The
I think he was with the
company guy?
original
Yeah, yeah.
robot, right? Yeah.
No.
No. He's the company man from the second
Yeah,
one.
forgive me. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're totally right.
yeah. The robot was Henriksen.
Yeah,
I
yep,
think
yep.
he was in Beverly Hills Cop also, wasn't he? Paul Reiser.
Yes,
But
I
see,
think so.
that's what I mean. You
See,
forget Paul Reiser's in things. Like you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta think about it for
you
a second.
forget Paul Reiser's in.
I've not
Like you,
seen Whiplash, but he's in Whiplash too. I just go with
yeah,
him.
he plays Miles Teller's dad. Let's talk about Miles Teller, man. Freaking Top Gun
Huh?
was fantastic.
I want to go see it soon. I've not had a chance to see it, but I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah. My favorite film of the year so far. I mean, that doesn't really say a lot because there's not a lot out right now.
I have to see this now just because everybody's like gushing all over Top Gun 2. So,
right? The sequel.
I mean, I never thought, fiction?
What's up, guys?
Me neither, man. The first Top Gun to me is fine. It's okay. I've only seen it once.
Yeah.
But the second one, I really liked the second one. Like, I really enjoyed it. I was shocked.
And people are saying you don't have to see the first one to see this one either. So if you want to avoid Top Gun 1.
It does have some similar beats in it than the first one. But I don't know, man. It just struck all the right chords. I saw it with my dad on Memorial Day weekend. And it just seemed like the perfect movie to go see with your dad.
Fair. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm wondering if like most of this is just like, nostalgia fueled or something.
100%.
Like I
remember
wonder
berries.
Yeah. So I wonder like if people are going to say the same thing in like 6 months or so.
Maybe
this is with me not seeing it. It may be the greatest film I have never seen.
So, you've seen Top Gun 1, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you a fan of that? Because you might be a good balance. Yeah.
It was okay. I mean, it was it was extremely like it's a better movie with the same script as Days of Thunder, basically, except you're in planes.
You're right. I always forget about Days of Thunder.
It's the same damn thing. I mean, you got a maneuver, then you're super awesome, and then you pull off the maneuver at the end and save the people, and everybody loves you.
Just call me.
I want to give Dan some love. Dan was on the why am I blanking on the name? Some nobody's PowerPoint presentation show. And Dan, you did a great job, man. That was super fun to watch.
Did you see my actual presentation?
I missed it. No, but I saw the question, the follow-up. Well, it vanished off YouTube because I know they're going to edit it and re-release it. So I didn't get to go back. But no, man, the parts I saw with you were really, really well. And it shows
there's a lot of fun, man. Like those guys are cool. So.
Justin, have you set up a date yet?
Yeah, I'm the 13th. I record in terms of recording. I don't know when they're going to release it, but I'm the 13th.
Yeah, that's unlucky.
Yeah, you'll have a blast, man.
Yeah, it's super fun. You
just
get to do whatever.
Hey, Casey, I hope you're feeling better, man. COVID.
Oh, he has COVID? That sucks.
He did, yeah. They went to HorrorCon last weekend. He caught it probably from a Halloween actress. So I hope they're both feeling a lot better.
He caught it from a Halloween actress.
Just trying to kill you off screen, man. That's not good.
Yeah, really.
But we're here this week to talk to you about all the fun stuff that we do. We did not just blow through every topic. Don't worry.
We didn't?
Yeah, I mean, we 13 minutes in, we're out of stuff.
We're out of stuff. No more podcasts for the 3 Geeks.
Oh. We finally run out of stuff, so goodbye, everyone.
And here's Jason's YouTube.
Yep, that's
we just watch YouTube videos all day.
Yeah.
Oh boy, do the universe.
Yes.
8, 7, 6.
Yeah, this looks pretty fun.
3.
How many seasons of Beavis and Butthead were there? I've not really watched much.
There was 3 in the reboot. The rebooted season is actually really funny.
There's supposed to be another reboot after this.
Yeah, with her middle age. I like Mike Judge. I think Mike Judge is
WT, buddy.
Yeah, I saw the trailer and I laughed.
I think the floor is not.
Dan, you watched the reboot, right?
Yeah.
When they just see Twilight and they decide that they want to use vampires to get chicks.
Yeah. It was okay.
It's about 2 hours of dick jokes.
Yeah. That's good old Beavis and Butthead right there.
Look at that number up there on the billboard. There's a 2 and then some kind of circle. No, dumbass, not that number. That one. 69. This show sucks. Like just these fat people standing there.
I am Cornholio.
I need TV for
my it's
Who are you?
He used to whack it behind
fart
his shed.
Amusing, yes, humorous, yes. Satirical comment on the time, yes, amusing.
Dumbest science. Funny science fiction that you covered.
And you can easily crop out that dumbest and just grab
Beavis
it.
and Butthead Do the Universe, a new movie streaming June 23rd, exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Beavis,
Oh,
this changes everything.
I like how they kept the animation style of those two.
Yeah.
Basically, everything else changed, but those two are.
looks like I'm not canceling Paramount Plus yet.
The color quality is just a little bit. Have you watched any of the South Park stuff on Disney or on Paramount Plus?
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
I thought the COVID and then the post-COVID. I liked Butters as an NFT salesman.
Yeah, I mean, some of it's like I don't know. I don't want to say that South Park is like losing its luster, but I think it is for me anyway.
It's just very saturated, right? I mean, there's only so many jokes you can do, and they're like
because there were parts
years?
that there are episodes that I love of that show, but I
Mhm.
can't really say that for much in the the recent past.
Mhm.
Like
I don't think I've
So-
watched the show in quite a bit of years. I've only
It's
been
all
watching
just
the
current
special.
events related jokes, right?
Yeah,
Just whatever's
yeah.
the current topic or thing they can make fun of at the time.
it pretty much is now, and that had its place, but that's all it is now.
Mhm.
Yeah, it used
It
to only
makes
be
me-
like 2 or 3 episodes a season. Now I think it's all.
Yeah, I just imagine you're probably running out of. You've probably
yeah,
done all
yeah.
the stuff they want to do with the show. It's just like, well, you're going to
Yeah,
get $60 million a year, whatever, however much to make.
Well, they just got signed a huge contract to make 11 movies. So far, we've gotten 3. So I
All
can't
know
wait
is-
to watch Streaming Wars 1. That looks funny. I heard they go after Paramount Plus pretty bad.
Sweet.
Eh.
I can't get over. I can watch Make Love Not Warcraft as often as you want me.
Yeah.
to. Like, that's one of my favorite episodes ever.
Like
I like the religious themed episodes, like the Scientology one and the Mormon.
the Scientology one's amazing,
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
but
This is what they
but my-
actually believe, flashing at the bottom of the screen. It's fantastic.
my favorite one is the Barbara Streisand.
Oh
Mecca
my
Streisand
God!
one
Yeah,
from, like, the first season.
Mecca Streisand.
That's so good. There's that. There's the one where Chef comes back and they just like
Throw him into
make
a
his
pit.
dialogue all chopped. Yeah, it's so good.
I even like the one like the earlier episodes where they go hunting, and I think the South Park
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
is
It's
still
coming
the
right for
hardest.
us.
Coming right for us.
South Park movie is still the hardest I ever laughed in a theater. I
Yeah,
remember
that
as Uncle Fucker like hit in the theater, like people were falling out of their chairs laughing.
that's one of my like I can watch that whenever movies, and there's like a handful of those.
I wish they could pop out some more movies. I mean, I'll still watch Basketball. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Okay.
baseball.
I don't mind it's dumb, but it's fun.
I saw
Yeah.
that in theaters with Max. That came out about the same time as Jason X. 'Cause I worked at the
Oh.
theater at that time. They were both like right next to each other.
Yeah. What else did they do?
All right, here we go.
Cannibal the Musical. They did Orgasmo.
Yeah,
Yeah, thinking behind that,
the
actually.
Book of Mormon, which I really want to see.
Yeah.
You know what, Casey? I agree with you mostly,
Yeah.
but sometimes The Simpsons still hits a home run. They hit like maybe 3 or
Oh.
4 a season, but I mean, out of 20 some episodes.
I'll still watch the
Getting 3 or 4 is
Halloween
not
ones.
Great odds. Oh yeah, the Halloween one every year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I like the
I-
Simpsons
I-
Family Guy crossover. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. I can't get into Family Guy. It just
The first few seasons were some of my favorite cartoons when I was a kid, but I have not gotten back to watching it at all.
Yeah, I dare you to watch them now.
I'm sure it's probably not great. Seth MacFarlane's probably just too stretched thin. He has got so many other things going on, right? He's involved in a bunch
Oh
of stuff.
Yeah, he's right now he's bringing Ted to the small screen.
Ted, you said?
Yeah, which
Oh,
I'm looking
gotcha.
forward to the Ted show. And then Orville. I've been hearing great things about Orville, which
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
watched the
Dan-
first season and it was good. I'm not sure.
I
I've
watched
seen
the
other
first
stuff.
episode and I thought, man, Seth just doesn't know what he wants to make. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know if I'm
like-
watching Family Guy or Star Trek because it would shift tone so much in an episode. And
Yeah.
but I've heard
Like,
that gets fixed halfway through the first season.
I watched like the first 4 episodes, and it's just like this is I don't know. Like I don't think it's for me.
I've
But
heard I've heard billion things like for seasons 2 and 3. Maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I want to like it because I like Star Trek. Even the newer Star Trek. I like all Star Trek.
Yeah. Did you watch Picard?
Not yet. I'm like,
Oh, season 2. It's okay. Remember when I was hate watching that I know what you did last summer.
Mhm.
Picard is much like that, just with a much higher budget and better acting. But yeah, like it's got parts that I really liked. But then like the actual like storyline and how they get to this place to the next place is just like horribly contrived and makes no sense if you actually think about it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I watched it because I like the actors and I like the fan service of just having like random characters pop up every now and then. It's like, oh yeah, there you go. But like it's not good. It's not well put together. Like I don't know. Now, Strange New Worlds I really like, and
very like old school Star Trek feel. Strange.
yeah, it does. I like when Pike gets those the flash forwards. I guess to when he's in the giant like thing with the blinky lights. That just makes me laugh. I do have an update though. So I finished the Halo series.
Oh,
Good,
nice.
bad, and different.
You know, it has middling parts in the middle when I can almost agree with all the hate it gets online. But that last episode was pretty damn good.
That's all I've ever heard. Is the last episode's very good.
Yeah, like it's a prequel, and while I don't subscribe to the guys who are like Master Chief takes his helmet off, it's ruining. Like he has to take his helmet off to like eat and things. Like he can't just be like Master Chief. Even Vader took his helmet off a couple times. You saw it from the back.
Like, Chief, are you going to the bathroom in your suit? Maybe.
Yes. But yeah, like there's a whole like side plot with this girl that was kidnapped by the Covenant that has the same powers as Master Chief, and they can both like work these like guide stones to figure out where the Halo is, and it gets kind of muddled in the middle, but it all comes out right. So I kind of liked it now.
I've heard it's good sci-fi. Like I watched the first episode, and
Yeah.
I was like, this is a good science fiction show. Like most of the hate that I hear that comes from the show is the fans of the video game. They're like, this isn't my Halo. Like guys, chill out. It's the same Star Wars crap.
Stop, because like okay, say we're gonna make a Star Wars like Han Solo movie, and we're not gonna have like anything Han Solo-y about it.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed.
See, I mean, it's the same thing. So you can't just say, "Oh, well, Halo doesn't have as much backstory." Well, no, but still, there are fans that played the actual story mode from the games, and not me that just plays the multiplayer because it's fun. So
I played the story mode of Reach. I liked that game. The story. I don't remember it now, but at the time, like 10 years ago, I enjoyed the story.
See, 10 years ago, it's got backstory. There you go. You can't just make whatever you want.
I mean, there's books even and stuff. Like, I know some people have read all the Halo books and stuff too for the lore. But
I love how villainous that they made Dr. Halsey.
Right?
That's fun. she's just like I don't know. She's like a comic book villain. Like by the end of the series, like.
That's funny.
Did you watch Halo, Dan or Justin? I mean.
No, I've just heard different things about it. I have a lot of friends that are big Halo guys, so they complain to me off.
They complain to you
about it.
Great, they're gonna be like you're on a show with some guy that liked that Halo show. What the hell, Justin?
Oh, they don't. That's fine. They'll just be glad you watched it because my buddy that's really into Halo has the same opinion as you. It's like the last episode's great. It just I'm not sure we can call this Halo. Like it's a good show, but I'm not sure we can call it Halo.
There are parts of brilliance and like the CGI and the weapon, like the sounds that they make and the splatter and stuff is like spot on.
That's awesome.
but yeah, it's just kind of I'm not sure about the story until it ended. So anyway,
have you guys watched The Boys at all? I watched the first 3 episodes of season 3. That was fun.
I need to catch up on that show. I am a bad nerd. I haven't seen any of it except for like the first 2 episodes, and I really loved the first 2 episodes.
There's a party scene in the first episode of season 3 that is just wild, and I do not want to. You need to experience it. I don't want to ruin it. It is just wild, and that's all I'm gonna say. It is. I was not expecting it. It's
Alrighty.
what I always talk about, like Ant-Man, like being OP. Like it kind of shows that in The Boys. That's all I'll say.
I like the renaissance of week-to-week TV on streaming platforms, but I also want to keep some of the binging around. Like,
Good luck. This is the way to keep people like subscribed for a month.
Like I don't like the renaissance of it because I can't like just hop to another one, you know, when I'm done with whatever they dropped last week.
That's fair. And I think as a business standpoint, since Netflix isn't doing so well, Netflix should have taken the opportunity to make Stranger Things a week-to-week show because it has the audience that will keep coming back for that show.
It's keeping you 2 months though. July 1st, right? Go ahead. Yeah.
Netflix should give me the opportunity to get, UHD for less than $20 a month, and I will come back to them. You see, that's my thing with Netflix. I'm not going to pay you $15 a month and for 1080. Why? I mean, and I'm not even that much of a fidelity nerd. Yeah. Like I don't really give a shit. I still have a ton of DVDs, but you're just like holding that away, and you're like, oh, we're Netflix, we're super important, and then they email me every day that I don't resubscribe. They're like, it's been 87 days since you watched something on Netflix. I'm like, I know.
It's been 3 years.
Please come back. Please.
I know a lot of people that will let Netflix like stockpile, and then they'll sign up for like a month.
That's what I'm planning for Stranger Things now. Like I'll sign up for a month. But now, and they insult me with their emails saying, "Oh, well, you can sign up for SD for $9.99 a month." No, I will not.
All right, so I picked up the game Full of It at Fanboy Expo, and the directions of this game is you shuffle the cards and place the deck face down. Pick one player to serve as the judge. The judge draws one card from the deck and reads it aloud. The other players then take turns responding to the card. Players can tell the truth or lie, and then the judge will pick which response they like better. But we're going to do this as an icebreaker mode, which is just shuffle the cards, ask the question, and we all answer it. I think this will be fun. So the first question that is up is, what is the longest you have gone without taking a shower, and why? Let's start with you, Justin. What is the longest you've gone without taking a shower?
Probably a week, just because I was in Boy Scouts, and a lot of times if you're doing like week-long camping, sometimes you don't get an opportunity to shower. But I mean, like if you're not like at a campsite with running water, you just gotta stink for a few days. But probably,
yeah. You know what? I was gonna say a Comic-Con I went to like 5 years ago, but you just reminded me that 6th grade camp, like, none of the boys wanted to shower together, so we all just didn't take a shower that entire week.
Yeah, there's a solid chance. Yeah, I just forget. It could be as short as 4 days or as long as like 6. But like I forget exactly how that camp was oriented. But like if we're out like backpack or whatever, there's a solid chance. Like outside of like falling into water and unintentionally getting clean, it was not unintentional.
Yeah. Now I'm like once a day, sometimes twice a day, depends on what I do that day. If you guys are watching us live, comment in the comments what your longest was. But Dan, what was your longest?
3 days road trip. What's that?
Yeah,
that's as far as I got in like recent memory. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go, guys. This one's juicy. You ready? Dan, did you ever walk in on your parents having sex? Describe in uncomfortable details.
Why would you describe that?
No, I did not.
Neither did I. And just blessed that I was not nosy. At least not that I know of.
Yeah, you're just too traumatized to think about it. Like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
behind some
maybe.
weird wall. Yeah.
Go to like a psychiatrist to get
Yeah,
hypnotized. You're like, oh my god.
This one card game brings back a slew of
Yeah,
memories.
yeah, no.
We're not going to see Dan for a month. He's just like, I had to deal with this.
All right. What is the most minor crime you've ever been caught committing?
Minor crime you've been caught? Like caught by like the police, or like what? But what by caught?
I mean, it says crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, your interpretation of that, Justin. And Casey says 7 days when he was in the military.
That makes
Thank
sense.
you for your service, Casey, and that's a long time, bro.
You watch your parents have sex for 7 days, dude.
Oh God, in the military?
Oh my.
What kind of? Oh, that sucks.
No. Unfortunate.
This isn't real. This
I have
isn't
heard-
real.
I have heard an ex-wife have sex in the house before.
That sucks.
Was fun. This is after post-breakup. So I'm not out there, but it's like the worst.
Thank you for sharing, Jason.
Yeah.
No problem.
It wasn't even part of the card.
Yeah,
Wasn't even part of the card.
No.
I still crack up to this day. Like, so when I was a kid, the dentist office, like the child dentist, whatever I went to, like when he used to get like a sucker or like a candy thing from it, like. And me being the smart kid I did, I was like, I took like 3, and I ran up to my mom, and I felt so bad in the car that I ratted myself out. And I was like, I took 3 too many of this thing, and then my mom made me go back in and just apologize and put it back. Just like, so that was probably the most minor thing I've ever been like. But I ratted myself out, so I don't know if that answers the question. But
back in the day, Justin, before like in early 80s, mid 80s, they used to have these things. All of the grocery stores, like jars of just like candy or peanut butter or whatever. You could just go through. You'd fill a bag with the candy, and you'd purchase it by the pound at the end. I just stuck my hand in the peanut butter one and was eating peanut butter going up and down the aisle. My mom made me apologize to the grocery store.
Yeah. Oh, you probably had peanut butter everywhere. I'd be livid. Oh. It's a good story, though. What about you, Dan? What's the pettiest thing you got busted for?
I can't really think of anything.
No?
Really? Shit.
Everything was hard crime?
Yeah. Everything was absolute hard crime. Like, okay, I never got busted for it per se, but like we used to when I was a projectionist, we used to like cut frames of like movie stuff and take them.
Oh, that's fun. I think it's a cool
yeah.
So if you went to the any theater in the continent here in Ohio, you could be missing like a small little fraction of the movie.
I don't think you understand what you're saying.
I mean, I do, but that was years ago. Thanks for like mildly doxing me, Jason.
The general vicinity.
It's past the statute of limitation. You're fine. Have you ever cheated on a test?
Sure.
I have. Not on purpose, but I did.
Oh, yeah. So this is a funny story. My Spanish teacher, I think it was a sophomore, she was so checked out. She was retiring in like 3 days. So she literally just let people, like, I would consider it cheating. Like, we just talked about the test. She was right there. Like, it was a very apparent cheating, but like she was just like, whatever, I'm retiring in 2 days. So like that was the best Spanish test score I've ever had.
Sí.
Sí.
Sure.
¿Cómo estás?
Here's one. What is something inedible that you once tried to eat? I've got one, but I don't remember it. I've heard the story. When I was 2, my dad was playing poker with his buddies, and I picked up the dip cup and I drank it.
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
Technically, it is edible. I mean,
I'm sure that happens to every person that dips though, because I had a buddy who was the quarterback on a football team, and I was sitting in front of him on the bus, and we were coming home from a game, and all I hear is, "Oh shit!" So what happened? I drank my spinner. I was like, "Oh well, you're an idiot."
Dude.
Enjoy.
It's one thing to do your own spit cup, but to pick up somebody else.
I know that's probably
Like,
quite a jarring experience.
Again,
Yeah.
I don't remember my reaction to it, obviously, but I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I like to say that I hope I vomited because it's gross.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Are you trying to eat it for like sustenance, or are you just like because
I was thirsty, and I was like, I'm gonna
no. I mean the question. No, I know why you did it.
No, I mean whatever, something inedible that you once tried to eat.
I mean, I often try to eat guitar picks just because I put them in my mouth because I'm playing fingerstyle and I need it again and it's all chewed up.
That's fair. Pencils would be one that I've chewed on a lot.
Falling into the same realm of it's probably edible, we just probably don't want to really do it. When I was working on, well, I'm not even sure it's edible. I worked on the farm as my first job, right? And
Yeah.
I'm confident I ate cow shit at some point
Oh.
during that string of work, because like you just covered in it, had like a lot
No,
when you're working there.
Huh.
Especially my first week of work, we were burning the hairs by the udders, and that makes cows just super scared. And when cows are scared, they release everything inside of them, and that was a rough first day.
This sounds amazing. And
It was a terrible day, Dan.
I used to like help bale the hay, but I never really.
Oh
did
yeah, I've done that too. That's
yeah,
fun.
Okay. Yeah. You know.
But no, I was a dairy farmhand.
Nice. All right, let's see here. What is the most annoying habit of a roommate you've had?
Oh, I got one. Go ahead, Dan. I've been bogarting the first spot.
I don't know, man. Go ahead.
If you got one. So this wasn't a problem until my last year in college, I lived with a group of like 3 or 4 people. I forget. There's 3. 2 of them started dating, and when they started dating, they just stopped doing dishes. They would just stack like their dishes everywhere. Like it's like as soon as they started like not caring about anybody else's opinion, they just. And me and the other guy would just live it. We'd have to knock on the door, be like, "Hey, you need to clean like just something." Like, I had a dedicated bowl, plate, and spoon and fork just because like I didn't want to deal with their mess. Like it was bad. I was very annoyed.
That seems to be a habit. Not doing dishes seems to be the one that most people complain about.
But man, they were stacking stuff. Like it was like they would just walk in and then just sit it on top of like. I don't know, a table, and like you would just stack. I was like, why not just finish the line? Like you used it, go wash it. Like, but I don't know. Agreed. What about you, Jason?
Annoying habit of a roommate. I was in the basement, so I would say just loud walking on the floor above me. That was awful. It felt like the whole house was shaking.
Godzilla.
Like thin floorboards and Max walking on top of it. Like it's so loud. Felt like I was going to be caved in on. Like a mountain was coming down on my little basement floor.
Did you think anything, Dan?
Never cleaning. Like the living room and stuff. Not so much the kitchen, but just like making a giant mess and just being like, oh, screw it, whatever.
Yeah. Somebody else will get it.
Yeah.
Somebody will get it. Like, why do I need to do
it?
Yeah, my little freeloading roommate does that too.
Your daughter.
That's not a roommate, though.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, kind of, but not really. They don't play. What is the strangest place you've ever taken a dump?
Outside. That's Boy Scouts. I've definitely pooped. I've definitely pooped like in a woods. Like I don't know.
I have IBS, so I shit in a work truck once.
What?
I couldn't help it. I just went.
Oh.
In a work truck. I'll be honest. I don't care. Shit my pants in a work truck.
Oh, Jason.
When I worked at Amazon, and it wasn't me, but we heard stories of this one dude who had the runs one day, and they put their packages in these giant colored like canvas boxes, and he just like took a dump in one of them and threw it out like somewhere beside the highway somewhere. So if you ever find it,
Gross. If you ever find it, you know it's him.
but as for me, yeah, there's the woods. Like I personally, I hate taking a dump anywhere that's not home.
Yeah.
But like the gas station, the little ones, you got to go in and ask for the key, and then you get it and you run around the side of the building. Like those are always super fun.
Jason, is there more? Or you just
Yeah.
You're just like
that's it. We're just gonna nod for the rest of the episode
for
now.
a good 5 minutes. We could.
All right, what's the stupidest way you've ever lost a lot of money?
Going to cons.
Probably gambling for me. Vegas.
You're not wrong, because like I'll go to cons and I'll spend money.
Yeah.
I got all this awesome stuff, and then you get home and it's like 5 things, and you're like, what did I spend that money on? Like I only got 5 things to show for it. It's crazy.
Or what do I do with all this now? Like.
Yeah, they get you. Like I like to buy independent comic books from creators and so forth, and I don't know where to put them once I've read them. Like, they just
I'm an idiot. Yeah, comic books and magic cards, like both of those
there
are
you
just
go.
money pits.
Yeah, you want some magic cards? Because I got a bunch.
Yeah, that's why at this point I just buy singles. If I want it, I just spend a little extra money to get the individual card, because I can't store more. Like if I buy a box of a thing, like I don't know what I'm doing with it. Like
yeah. I got this whole thing of like commons and uncommons, and I can't get rid of this fucking thing.
Yeah.
It lives under my bed now because I have nowhere else to put it.
Yeah, I have a whole shelf in my laundry room where it's just a giant box of commons and uncommons. This thing.
I don't get easily offended, so I don't have an answer, but I'm curious to see if you guys do on this one. What is the most offensive Halloween costume you've ever seen?
Huh.
Most offensive Halloween costume.
I can't think of one. It's like because nothing really bothers me, and if I've
ever seen in real life,
turn around.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything super offensive like in person. I mean, I'd be offended if I've seen people online dress up like Hitler, which would be very offensive.
Yeah.
I've seen
or
like an SS person, but like that would be offensive. But
like
I've never seen a Klan. I've never seen anybody in a party or whatever.
No.
All the people I've been around like has been like a Mario Brother character, a Nintendo character, or like you know what I mean, something very generic Halloween related thing.
Generic Halloween related thing. I'm not sure Mario is related to Halloween.
That's fair, okay. But I just remember I had a lot of friends dress up like Toad or Mario or Luigi and stuff.
When you said Clanman, I immediately went to the South Park episode where Cartman goes.
Yeah.
It's like a Klansman ghost.
Oh, yeah.
All right, worst piece of advice you've ever received.
Ooh.
Marriage is great.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know, like all those people online trying to sell you NFT and Bitcoin, like.
Oh boy, yeah, it's probably something financially related. I can't think of one. I'm sure I've gotten bad advice all the time. I just don't process it or think about it too much.
Put your money in the stock market, like.
Probably buying individual stocks. Like I have a buddy that I've thrown a couple bucks towards things that he's suggested, and every single one of them have lost me money. Like, not a single one has worked out for me.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you in front of a crush? I've got one. When I was in high school, freshman, sophomore year, we all went to the movie theaters. Crush was with us. And my friend Fuzzy, who's been on our show many, many times, went to de-pants me. Instead of just de-pantsing me, like it all came out in the middle of the movie theater.
Oh, God.
So I would say that'd probably be my most embarrassing moment in front of a crush.
I imagine so. Did you?
You never want a crush to see that without context. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but did it impress her?
No.
Oh.
I don't know for sure that she even saw anything. It's just
unfortunate.
In that moment, I was extremely embarrassed.
I mean, That would warrant me considering if that person's my friend or not. To be honest, if you're going to embarrass someone that bad, like physically, like if you're like, you know what I mean? I don't know that panting or something like that's a little weird to me, but especially in public. If you're like in someone's basement or house, whatever.
I guess.
Something about Ryan though. We always just found it goofy fun.
I mean, if you guys are cool with it, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you're cool with a grown man pulling down your pants in the movie theater, it's fine.
He wasn't a grown man. He was a sophomore too. There was no pedophilia at the movie theater, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I mean, he is now, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I've gotten made fun of. I can't say that's anything terrible. Like, I don't know. That's something I can think of offhand.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know.
I'm sure it's happened. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head. Anything super crazy, like random stuff you get embarrassed in front of your crush, but nothing like getting pants or whatever. But
I mean, it was somewhat embarrassing when I was a teenager. I was dating this one chick. It was our first date, and we went to the movies, and while driving back, I ran through a red light.
Oh, for doing that, I have. I was dating a girl too, and I ran a stop sign on accident because it was portrayed as a stop light. I got in some trouble for that.
But yeah, I can't really think of anything else offhand.
All right, name a fictional character you've had impure thoughts about.
Oh,
mine's Khaleesi.
Abraham Lincoln. No.
Vampire hunter.
Oh shit, I don't know.
It's that top hat, but only he's not fictional.
Well, yeah, that's why I said it, because it's not. Shit, I don't know.
I mean, low-hanging fruit was probably Pamela Anderson when she was like Baywatch, because that was like when I was growing up, going through puberty. Like, holy cow,
barbed wire.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've actually never seen Showgirls to this day all the way through. I've only seen like the sex part.
That movie's so bad.
Yeah. You should actually watch it. It's terrible.
It's so bad.
I've
only seen it once. It was the TV edit, so there's no like nudity at all, and it was just a bad movie. And I was like, "This sucks, man. This is the worst."
I saw the TV edit of Debbie Does Dallas before I saw it.
Oh man,
there
is a TV edit.
Yeah, it was back in the day. They used to used to be a show that would clean up porn movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Debbie Does Dallas was one of the hardest I've laughed at like 1 a.m. watching a TV show.
It was like so 15 funny. Minutes long. Like what?
Yeah, like 15, 20 minutes maybe.
That's funny.
Oh, I got one. Vampirella.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
There you go. Simple.
Nice. What's the stupidest dream you've ever had?
I don't know.
Probably all of them. I don't know.
All of the dreams that I'm at work, those are all stupid.
I mean, actual dreams or like aspirations?
I think it's actually when you're sleeping.
Because, I mean...
However you interpret the card. Specify.
Me, I get super annoyed when I have a dream that I'm still in school and I have an assignment due like the next day, and I wake up in like in a hot sweat. Those are the worst dreams for me. I get so annoyed. Like, oh god! Like, wait, I'm 30. What am I doing?
Yeah. I've had those.
Yeah.
Oh man, these are funny. Like I said, guys, we have an interview with the creator of the game coming up in a couple weeks, so be on the lookout for that. I am not going to name a weird thing that an ex was into sexually.
Oh yeah, let's not do that one.
Yeah, not for the internet.
Maybe Muppets.
What?
Okay, and we're back to the beginning. I avoided all the sex ones. One of them says, "Name
that game is that short."
No.
Okay.
I didn't want to go through all of them, but
So all the rest of those were sex ones?
no, not all of them.
Might as well be real intimate with the people you play that with.
Yeah, really.
The game's
Apparently.
full of it, and I plan on using this sometimes during interviews, pulling out a
Oh.
card and asking people.
We were supposed to lie about shit.
Were we?
No, we weren't playing the game. We were just being truthful.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I mean, because I
Who's
could've
to say
made
I
a lot of
wasn't
things
lying entirely?
up. Because everything that you said was pretty damn mundane.
Yeah,
I mean,
true. Yeah, pretty true.
I think it works with all of us.
Thanks, Dan.
You're quite welcome.
Oh man, that was fun. I
That
like
was fun.
stuff like
We
that.
should do more of that stuff on the cast. This would be fun.
Yeah.
Just have like a 15-minute section where we're just doing dumb card games, and/or game in general.
I'd be down for that, man. We could
Yeah.
do like something like Cards Against Humanity on here one day.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We're the right podcast for that.
Mhm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to throw us to a quick break. On the other side of the break, we will be back talking comic books, movies, fun, interviews. Yay, interviews. Enjoy these really old, outdated commercials. Be back soon.
Jason's
Talk commercial, take 5. Hey, Jason, have you ever been accused of a crime?
I have not yet, John. But if I ever was, there's only one man I would call, and that man is Benjamin Matlock.
You would be right to do that because he's a guy that can certainly clear your name of any accusations that come your way. It doesn't matter, man, if you're accused of, say, I don't know, murdering your ex-husband live on your TV cooking show, or using a pair of scissors to stab your business manager to death, or maybe you sneak into your landlord's office and off him overnight during the Christmas season. Matlock can get you taken care of. And you know what? He's also a dude that is the subject of a pretty cool podcast called Matt Talk, right, Jason?
Yeah, he is. And I'm so glad John just aired out all my dirty laundry. But it's great to know that when I stab my landlord or I, commit any crimes, I can call the one man. And that one man is Benjamin Matlock.
That's right. And you can check out our podcast called Matt Talk every second and fourth Monday of the month. It's available on all of the podcasting platforms, including Anchor. Just go to anchor.fm/Matt Talk. And it's available through the Facebook page. Of course, that is at Matt Talk Podcast. And you could check out every single episode when they drop. And real soon, it'll be available every Saturday at noon through the Scene Snobs channel. Just look for the Scene Snobs, on Facebook or thescenesnobs.com. Jason, tell them about the email and the Twitter account, please.
You guys can email us anytime at benmattalk@gmail.com. That is benmattalk@gmail.com. One more time, benmattalk@gmail.com.
Hi everyone, my name is Samantha Gaton. Tonight I'm going to be playing my original song Underwater for you. And hello to the Milby family. I hope that you guys are doing all right, and I hope that you all love this song. Thanks for having me tonight. I couldn't find my way, stuck in a maze with no escape that was always changing. Oh, had me thinking I was dreaming, didn't know that I was wide awake. Yeah, you put me through the ringer, didn't tell you I was feeling the pain. So when the waves came crashing down, I hadn't figured it all out. I was underwater. So when I washed up on the shore with nothing left of you or yours, finally free from you. Oh. Had me thinking I was floating, didn't know that I was drifting away. Yeah, you put me in the water, didn't tell me you were adding the wave. So when the waves came crashing down, I hadn't figured it all out. I was underwater. And when I washed up on the shore with nothing left of you or yours, finally free from you. Oh, so when the waves came crashing down, I hadn't figured it all out. I was underwater. So when I washed up on shore with nothing left of you or yours, finally free from you. Thank you so much. I hope y'all have a great night.
Hello, citizens. I'm Burt Ward, Robin from the TV series Batman, and you're listening and watching the Three Geeks podcast, and it is fantastic. Wowie zowie. To that mobile.
Hello, everybody. We're back. That was a fun little break. I got really tired of watching the old school commercials, so I was like, Samantha, you can sing for us because you're way better than these old commercials that we have.
Hey, you gotta get on your game, man. We gotta fix it up.
We need to get her back on again soon.
Mhm.
I'm glad that I get to deal with her directly again and not any like management because the management was rough. I gotta say, like the management team.
Yeah, wasn't fun.
But so everybody out there, social media is for more than bitching about politics and Star Wars, which are pretty much the same as far as getting people riled up. It's about connecting with people, and through a mutual friend, our next guest is somebody that I met over the last couple days, and he is going to join us to chat about his Kickstarting project that he has going right now. How you doing, Lee?
Hey, Jason, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Justin, nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So before we get into your projects and so forth, what is some of your favorite geek things that you enjoy?
Well, family, first of all. I have a nice little family. I live on a little island, so I don't get out very much. But basically, I'm just a homebody, man. I just like playing with my son, building Legos, building tree forts, drawing, things like that. So other than that, man, I'm just very low key, man. So comic books, obviously.
Yeah. Legos are so much fun. Seriously.
Oh yeah.
They're more for us than the kids. I get
Oh
it.
yeah.
I have kids as well.
Like, Daddy, can you help me with this? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Move away. I'll finish building it.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Oh, he fusses at me sometimes for sure.
We get all caught up in it.
Yeah. Hold on now. This piece goes here and that here.
Yeah. Oh, you can put the last piece on. I'm almost done.
Yeah, exactly. That's my rule of thumb right there. Puts the last piece on, then he built it.
Nice. What are some of your comic books you enjoy reading?
To be honest with you, I kind of got out of them for almost 20 years, just because adulthood and things like that, and work kind of got in my way of a lot of enjoyment. I owned my own business for like 15 years, so I never really got any time off. And right now it's a lot of the indie guys, man. I mean, a lot of the mainstream stuff, the storylines aren't that great. You know, they're just lacking compared to what they used to. So a lot of the indie guys, though, man, just fresh stories and fresh ideas. And, you know, some of it's regurgitated, but it's hard to be original anymore. So, but I like Loggerhead. I don't know if you've heard of that one. That's by a guy named Brian Silverbacks. I like Broke Down in Four Dead Bodies. That's by a guy named Travis Gibb. I'm trying to think right off the top of my head. I can't even think of it anymore.
It's all good.
To be honest with you.
Yeah, we love independent comic book creators.
Yeah, Sam, it's great. We
Follow
have
a lot of them.
yeah. So what got you into kaijus? Like kaiju is such a fun topic and kind of a whole thing, right? So what's giant
It
monsters?
is.
Yeah.
Well, I've always enjoyed like Godzilla and
Yeah.
things like that. King Kong and things like that. Obviously the older the better for me. I mean, I'm almost 45, so I grew up watching the reruns of black and white stuff, you know, and that's what I prefer, the physical graphics versus the physical effects versus the graphic design effects. I really prefer that in movies. But the creator of Kaiju Mania, a guy named Alan Johnson, he and I kind of have we became Facebook friends, and I have a friend that has a autistic son who's about 15 now, but he's been drawing his own comic book for years now, and has got copyrights on his stuff and awesome. and things like that. And I posted some of his stuff on my Facebook page, you know, just trying to promote him. And Alan saw it, and Alan lives in Portland, Oregon, and he said, "Hey man, how do I get a hold of this guy? I'd like to get some to put in my stand." And I think he got a hold of his mother. They did some business, and so that was kind of the beginning of mine and Alan's relationship. And you know, we'd see each other in each other's feed, and we'd comment on each other's projects and things like that. And he said, "Hey man, I got an upcoming project that I want some artwork done. I'm probably going to hit you up." I said, "Awesome." So he did, and that's where I landed in the kaiju stuff. I normally don't draw kaiju. It's kind of out of my wheelhouse. I do like drawing creatures, but it's kind of out of my wheelhouse. But you know, Alan's script was pretty straightforward. You know, I was able to convey on paper what he was wanting. So, you know, thus Kaiju Mania. There's also, that book actually consists of 4 writers, 4 artists, 4 different stories. And then ultimately at the end, the Kickstarter pledgers get to choose who wins the battle between all 4 monsters. So
that's cool.
And those last pages, I still have to illustrate depending on who wins. So, and you simply do that by backing the variant cover that you want. So you back the variant cover with that creature on it, then that counts as a vote for that creature to win the battle. So
sweet, a true democracy. I like it.
Yeah.
So what do you like to draw? You mentioned kaiju like wasn't really in your wheelhouse until this piece, right? So what do you enjoy drawing and things like that?
Well, I'm a big 90s comics fan. Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, you know.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, Wilt Spataccio, things like that. And I started drawing comics when I was 15, roughly. And it kind of, like I said, my adulthood, my early 20s, it went by the wayside. But at 17 years old, I wrote the storyline. It's kind of a supernatural crime drama. And I drew about 5 pages and realized that I wasn't old enough. I didn't have the discipline to follow things through and so on and so forth. And then I got into the sign industry, building, fabricating, designing signs, and was in that for 25 years, the last 15 of it owning my own business. And doing graphic design, it really taught me discipline and how to follow through with a project. And I don't have to be a perfectionist. This page doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be. Sometimes, you know, you got to walk away. So I when COVID happened, everybody kind of work started slacking. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna pull that notebook out, and I pulled it out and I read it, and I said, this is actually pretty good. I tweaked it a little bit, and I started drawing on it. Storyline will support about 5 48-issue books, and I am 22 pages in on the first book.
That's exciting.
So, so I like drawing people, creatures, monsters, but like I said, the kaiju, that was my first experience with kaiju. So, and I enjoyed it. I'd like to do it again, but it's never been something that's really occurred to do on my own, So
sure.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite kaiju character?
Of course, the one I drew. Honestly, probably Godzilla, because he made such an impression on me at a young age. Just it blew my mind seeing this creature destroying a city, and the people seem like ants to him, and I've always loved reptiles, so probably Godzilla.
Sure, makes sense. All right, you mentioned you fabricated signs. I gotta ask, this is not topical for this, but do you have a favorite sign you've custom made? Is anything fun or anything?
I do. It's actually more of a vehicle wrap than a sign. Because the last 5 or 6 years, all my business, I specialized in vehicle wraps.
Oh, okay.
And this guy came to me, he had a 1995 Jeep, and he said, I want this thing to look like a zombie containment unit. And I said, I can do that. So it looked like airplane metal that was all roughed up, and zombies were ripping the seams out, and you could see their faces. And it had a little keypad entry thing, electronic keypad entry designed into it. And it was so detailed, I even wrapped the shocks to look like sticks of dynamite.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really cool. And anytime I wanted it, he'd let me have it for promotional purposes. But that was probably my favorite. And I probably had about 28 hours design time in that thing. So,
yeah, I mean, I imagine that kind of falls right into planning out your own book, then, right? Just that you just mentioned that level of detail and follow through is probably rolled right into it. Yeah.
Yeah. 17, I just wasn't ready. I thought I was, but I just, having an idea and then making it physical is 2 different things. And when you're young, you're like, oh, well, I got this great idea. And, you tell people about it. They say, oh, that sounds cool. Do you have anything I can see? And, it's the same thing with any creative endeavor. It's you have to have something physical to show people for them to take you seriously and to move forward for yourself. So I just didn't have the discipline.
Sure.
I got to ask, as a fellow dad, was there a movie from your childhood that you couldn't wait to show your kids that you finally got around to?
Man, so many of them. Everything from, I'm still waiting because my boy just turned 9, so I'm ready for Terminator and Rambo and all the man movies for sure. And he's ready too, he thinks, but it's just he's not ready. But he thinks he is. But yeah, we love Back to the Future and I don't know, like the Dark Crystal and things like that. I mean, just the classics, man, and I've tried to really educate him on the nostalgic movies, that because this Flash and stuff, the computer animation is awesome, man. Those artists are phenomenal. I mean, every little strand of hair moves individually, and it's amazing what they can do. But once again, it's just my favorite genre movies is horror movies, but not because they're horror movies. It's because there's more art involved in all of those old 80s movies than there was in any other genre. I mean, some poor artist would spend 2 months building a corpse to be on screen for 2 seconds. You know what I mean? And so I was always drawn to that aspect of it. So there's a lot of those I'm waiting for too. But he's only 9, man. So I'm trying to keep him as innocent as possible for as long as possible.
I remember watching Goonies with my daughter for the first time. That was
Goonies,
such a good time. She was super into it. She hasn't seen Back to the Future yet, and I need to fix it. I need to right that wrong.
Yeah, my boy loves that one. we've even dabbled in some of the old 90s television shows like Family Matters with Urkel and Alf and stuff like that, you know, and just to give them a little appreciation of what a sitcom is, because that don't really exist anymore, you know.
It's all reality television. Yeah.
They're a bit more watered down when they do. My daughter's obsessed with like Full House and Boy Meets World.
Oh yeah, yeah. Boy Meets World. I had younger sisters. She tore it up.
Yeah, when I rewatched Boy Meets World with my daughter, I couldn't believe like how much adult stuff they touched on. Like you don't see that, especially not anymore.
Right. Yeah, and they used to do that a lot in the old cartoons and everything, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
back
really
in the
cool.
day, children, it was real.
It was real. Is there a specific challenge? And sorry, Jason, is there a specific challenge to like drawing a kaiju, like kind of the proportions and like just being larger than life? Is there anything weird with that or difficulty there?
I did run into a couple challenges. Now keep in mind, I only drew 6 pages of this book.
Sure.
So I asked Alan, one of my first questions to him, I said, hey, what size is this guy? Is he, you know, David and Goliath big, or is he Godzilla big, you know? And he said, well, he's pretty much Godzilla big, maybe not as tall as a skyscraper, but almost as tall as a skyscraper. I said, okay. And it was real hard to kind of keep that in mind when I had to have, you know, buildings and cars and people standing next to him, because I'm not used to drawing.
Right. Proportions are odd, right?
Proportions that, you know, of that scale with different characters. So it was a challenge in that aspect. But after about, I don't know, 3 pages, I probably got the niche for it. So
sure.
Now if I was doing a 24 page or a 48 page, I probably would have hurt me a little more.
That's fair.
Lee, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. And everybody, please check out the Kickstarter. Support indie artists, because, again, that's where a lot of the creativity is coming. And as soon as, you know, Marvel and DC films, they start looking for something else, it's going to be those properties they jump on. So definitely support your independent creators. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me on, man.
Yeah, we look forward to promoting your book, too, whenever that's ready.
I'll let you know. We'll definitely keep in touch. And I just subscribed to your YouTube, so
cool. Thank you.
Now I'll get notifications and things. So
it was good to meet you, Lee. Good to meet you.
Too,
and I want everybody out there to be safe, have a great week, and take care of each other. And we will see you guys again next week.
All right,
everybody.
Peace.
See you later, Lee.
See you.
What's up, everybody?